Stop making that face. Stop making that face.
What face? What face? What face?
You know goddamn well what face. Stop making
No,
that
no,
face.
no.
What is this, episode 72?
70 deuce.
Getting close to cracking off a hundo.
You know what? You know what's exciting, Chadley?
What's that?
Tomorrow comes a new show called Netflix Epidemic, co-starring Hardner. This is going to be a good one. We're mostly going to talk about TV shows, and then specifically Netflix stuff.
Well, God bless you guys, because I don't watch TV, so God bless. I'm glad somebody's covering our bases.
Exactly. It's not going to be every week. It's going to be like twice a month or maybe once a month, depending on how busy Hardner is being a doctor. So, but we're gonna just call it Netflix Epidemic, and then keep the numbering so that we can so we can break off 100 easier. You know.
Oh, God bless. But you can't do a hundo. You can't do episode 1 hundo with Hardner. It's got to be a Mia-sode.
Obviously not. Not. I would never do that to you.
God bless you. God bless you.
So that's starting up tomorrow if you guys catch this in time. Which you won't. So go to iTunes or whatever and it'll be there.
How do we do on Fantasy Movie League this week? Did I win? Because I took 2 Hunger Games because like that Chris Hemsworth movie, like there's no way that was gonna make money.
I think the brown dude that joined us is absolutely crushing.
Is he? Okay, hold on.
Good dude. He's from letterbox.com. Probably our only fan from there, so shout out to him.
I won a week. I won a week. I beat you by 1.6 million.
Wow, God bless.
I won a week. Holy fuck. Oh, but you had 3 Hunger Games. Holy shit. I think what probably killed you was the 3 Trumbos. There's no way that's making money.
No, absolutely not. It was cheap though.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I had 1 Trumbo, but that was just like insurance.
What was your main hitter? Your big hitter?
2 Hunger Games. I took a Creed, and then I took 2 Night Befores because people are dumb.
Okay. Yeah.
People
you made the
dumb.
right decision there.
Yeah, and then I took a Spectre because God bless. I took a Peanuts.
Oh, I love Spectre. I can't wait to talk about it. I cannot wait to talk about it, Charlie. You're gonna love it.
Oh, I know. I'm so excited to fucking see it. I don't know when I'm gonna see it, but I'm excited to do it. But before we get started, I wanna just like get something off my chest because I'm real riled up about something. And like at first I thought it was funny, but now I'm just mad about it. Okay. So we don't like to date these episodes, but it's Star Wars week right now. Star Wars is coming out at the end of the week. People are talking about it, and there was this meme that was going around the internet, and it was like it showed December 18th releases. Star Wars Episode 7, Force Awakens. Alvin and the Chipmunks, The Road Chip. Both coming out on December 18th. And the joke was, get ready for the world's biggest decimation in cinema history. And then, like, I laughed at it, and I was like, that's funny. That is going to get destroyed. But then the more I thought about it, it made me mad. It made me real fucking mad. Because like, is the marketing team at the Alvin and the Chipmunks movie, like, actually on crack cocaine? Okay, bear with me.
I do know why it's happening, but you can continue.
Okay, bear with me, because I've got a lot of ground to cover here. Because I've thought of every fucking thing that could possibly go right with this.
Okay. Yeah.
They're releasing an Alvin and the Chipmunks movie on the same day as the most highly anticipated movie in like let's say 10 years.
On track to beat 1.5 bill in the first month.
Yeah, 1.5 billion. This might kick out Avatar, which I'm hoping it does. This might kick out Avatar.
I wouldn't even be mad. As like a mediocre Star Wars fan, I would not even be mad. Because Avatar blows dicks, dude. I fucking hate Avatar.
I don't know how this Star Wars movie is gonna be, but I'm telling you, it'll be better than Avatar.
With that cast alone, I can't see it being bad.
No, me neither. But here's the thing: is that like I understand what their mentality is. They're like, Star Wars is gonna sell out, and when that happens, they'll go see Alvin and the Chipmunks. But that's not gonna happen either. Here's why: because right now in theaters, if Star Wars isn't in, you're either gonna go see Rocky or James Bond. And still counterpointing nothing. The dumb fucking arguments people could possibly have. What if they're like, Oh, what if you got kids and you go to see Star Wars and it's sold out? Well, motherfucker, there's a Pixar movie in there right now. You dumb. You can't go up against Pixar with a kids movie. Now,
Sure.
just for a moment, let's pretend that those other good movies aren't in theaters right now. Releasing it now is still dumb as shit. December 18th, it's a road trip movie. When are people most motivated to see movies about road trips? I'll tell you when. Anytime but fucking December. Literally any time.
Okay.
Now there's
let me come at you from the marketing standpoint of the company that owns Chipmunks. Who is it? Like Warner Brothers or some shit?
Yeah.
20th Century Fox. Okay. So what is their big hits this year? 20th Century Fox. 2015.
Ooh, they did Fantastic Four.
All right. That was okay. Did they do anything else?
I think they kind of put all their eggs in one basket.
Okay. Well, this actually completely deflates my argument, because my argument was if they had something bigger, they realized this would not make them any money, so they put it in the obvious spot. Put it up against Star Wars and it gets slaughtered anyway.
They have the Peanuts movie, so they're actually going in direct competition with themselves right now. And you know what? They're actually gonna lose, which is really weird to think. They're actually gonna lose against themselves. But I have even more about this because it's still so dumb to me. Nobody's gonna see a road trip movie, but there's like this.
Well, okay. Well, what do you put against Star Wars then? Because something has to go against it.
No, you don't. You don't put anything against Star Wars. Nothing has to go against it.
You have to, though. You can't have a theater with 6 Star Wars. Half the people on Earth don't like Star Wars.
No, but like you're still gonna have your previous movies that were already in theaters. Your Rocky, your Spectre, your stuff like that.
Okay, you need 2 new movies this weekend because everybody's seen the other ones, and half the people on Earth don't like Star Wars. So, what do you put there? You need a romantic comedy. Why is there not a romantic comedy there?
Yeah, sure, right? But like right now, Alvin and the Chipmunks has a trailer playing on TV, and it's a play off the fact that it is being released on the same day as Star Wars. It's the starry background, the Star Wars font, and it's like the sequel we've all been waiting for. This December 18th, and then it goes into Alvin and the Chipmunks. But all that commercial does is make us go. Star Wars. Yeah, it makes us go, oh, okay, I see. It's not the sequel we've been waiting for. I thought it was going to be Star Wars for a second there, but it's not.
Hey,
so now
you know who loves Star Wars more than anybody? Fucking 13-year-olds.
Okay, I have one more point. I've been dying to get this out. I've been thinking about this all fucking week. I've said this rant to like maybe 10 people.
Yeah, you've been bottled up. Hey.
I've been bottled up.
Trying to get it out on the air now that you don't work at a radio station.
My girlfriend, when I told this to my girlfriend, she made the argument that this was an advertising stunt, because before this whole meme thing started where people were making fun of Alvin and the Chipmunks, she didn't know that there was a new Alvin and the Chipmunks coming out. But I don't want to believe that either, because to believe that is to believe that the marketing team anticipated and counted on people going on the internet and making fun of their movie. And I refuse to believe that any marketing team would ever make such a bold and dumb decision. There's no reason this should be playing in theaters this weekend.
I love marketing a lot, and sometimes I see these decisions happen, and if they actually did try to go off memes, it would have been a shitty meme. Yeah, because they would have made it themselves.
Here's the thing: is that I've heard that in the town that you live in right now, they're not even going to play Alvin and the Chipmunks. I heard they're playing Star Wars in 2 theaters.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised by that.
That's what my dad was saying. They're playing Star Wars in 2 theaters. They're not even gonna play Alvin. They're just gonna fucking keep their Rocky. They're gonna keep their goddamn Hunger Games.
That's the problem that Quentin Tarantino's facing, because he wanted his he wanted the Hateful Eight to play on the IMAXs, or if you have it 70 millimeter, which like I think there's 3 places in Canada that are playing it in 70 millimeter, and none of them are near me, which sucks because I wanted to go see that in 70 mil.
Is that movie out?
No, it comes out on Christmas. But the thing is, Quentin Tarantino doesn't quite have the pull of Star Wars, so he's not even going to get IMAX releases. So this is pretty much the worst year possible to have a fucking giant movie released from Tarantino.
It's too bad. It really is. And that's how it is with everyone right now. It's like even Rocky.
Blockbusters are just destroying everything.
Even Rocky's not going to do that well because people are saving up. They want to go see Star Wars.
Which is too bad because Creed, it's fucking incredible, and no one is going to see it, which is unfortunate.
No. I'm going to see it, but
I had to fucking drag somebody to it. They didn't know what the fuck it was.
So the guy that we're playing Fantasy Movie League with, I'm looking at his picks right now. He has a Spotlight. He has Spotlight as one of his picks, and it's like, you're dumb. It's going to be a good movie, but nobody's going to see it. He had The Martian, which is old as shit now. And his main pick was...
Did he do worse than me?
Good Dinosaur. He took 2 good... Yeah, he did worse than you. He did about 10 grand worse than you did. Or 10 million.
He fucking destroyed us the first round.
Now, here's the thing, is that this week on Fantasy Movie League, it's going to be tough because we don't just get Star Wars. We have to pick a specific day for Star Wars.
Right.
We have to pick Friday, Saturday.
They've been doing that now so that people don't win as easy.
I want to take a Star Wars, but as soon as I take a Star Wars, then I have to take an Alvin and the Chipmunks. I have no money for anything else. Like,
it's gotta be. I mean, gotta go opening night, I think. But
yeah, I'm gonna take a Friday because like if I take a Sunday, I could also get a Saturday. But if I take a Friday, I can't take anything else. But it's when it's gonna make the most money. Everything else is estimated at under 100 million. Everything but Star Wars.
Yeah. Okay.
Whereas Star Wars is estimated at 1 point.
So Chadley, did you do any tags this week?
I didn't. Let me just do the thing. What are we watching first today?
Oh, want to dive into American Ultra?
American Ultra. Do I ever? All right, give me a few seconds.
Sure. Yeah. We'll talk you through it. What else are we talking about today? The Ridiculous 6, the Netflix original movie. That should be an interesting conversation. And what's the other one we're doing? Oh yeah,
Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation. I actually watched this last night and I kept falling asleep.
Yeah, I actually fell asleep during it because I rewatched it. I saw it in theaters originally, but I'm like, I kind of want. I had that itching feeling for some Tom Cruise, and I'm like, I kind of want to watch this again. And then I fell asleep like 40 minutes to the end.
Yeah, I fell asleep too, but then like I woke up at like 3:30 and was like, oh fuck, we're doing the pod in the morning, gotta finish it.
Yeah.
So I finished it at 3:30 in the morning last night. I'm just trying to think of one more movie that I could put this tagline up against. Let's go with what's that movie? That one. Yeah. Okay. So I've almost got my taglines for this movie. While you're running through your top 5, I'll be grabbing the other ones.
Well, while we're doing this, why don't we do some box office, hey?
Yeah, absolutely. How much did this movie make? Or how much did this movie, what was the budget? Give me the budge. Because this couldn't have made money. This came and went real fast.
Okay. The budget was $28 million. Let's see. It played in 2,700 theaters.
That's a lot.
Would you like the foreign just to help you out a bit?
Sure.
1 million.
Holy shit! I'm gonna
want to know how many. Want to know how many weeks it played?
What?
7 weeks.
7
weeks. Ran for 7 weeks in 2,700 theaters. What do you think the worldwide total was?
I'm gonna go with 85 million.
Ooh. Well, American Ultra was a bomb.
Oh no.
And made 15 million worldwide.
Holy shit! Really?
Yeah.
That's rough. That's really rough. It made less than it costed.
Yep.
Well, here's the thing. We'll go into it in a minute, but I'm glad it's a bomb. Are you ready? Are you ready for some tags?
I'm ready for some tags. I'm ready for some fucking tags, Chadley.
Tag number 1. A lot can happen in 30 minutes.
Okay, that's 30 minutes or less.
That's correct. Everyone's getting smoked. Everyone's getting smoked.
Mm-hmm.
Put this in your pipe and smoke it.
Okay, I'll go with the second one.
Put this in your pipe and smoke it. That is incorrect. That is the...
No. That wasn't the second one.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That was the third one. Everyone's getting smoked?
Yeah.
Okay, that one is correct. Put this in your pipe and smoke it. That's Pineapple Express.
Oh, okay. I would have went with Cheech and Chong, but you know, I got two there. So
I just wanted something with Jesse Eisenberg, and then I got to 30 minutes or less. Looked at the tagline, is like, that's really obvious, but there's nothing I can do now.
I do like, you know, as much as I dislike 30 minutes or less, boy, is that a better movie than American Ultra.
Oh yeah, it sure is. American Ultra. I don't know how many times we have to say this on this show. Write jokes. Write some fucking jokes. You know.
Okay, and this sucks too because I love Max Landis as a person, but he's one of the worst writers ever, apparently.
Yeah. Who would have thought? American Ultra is one of the worst movies of the entire year. It's fucking horrible.
It's bad, but there's been a lot of bad movies this year.
Yeah. There's been a lot of bad movies. I actually implore you to find more than 5 worse than this because I don't think you could.
I could name 5 right now, but I won't because I'll save it for the top 5 worst of the year coming up soon.
Oh probably, yeah, I guess
probably a couple episodes maybe.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's coming up pretty soon. I despise this movie. I hated every second of this fucking movie because it was billed as an action comedy, and like if this was billed as an action drama, sure, fine, because that's what it was. But I was promised jokes.
Not a single joke.
No, it was a lot of Jesse Eisenberg writing weird love letters to Kristen Stewart for 30 minutes.
Here's the thing. I could pin almost all of my problems on Max Landis, who I like, by the way. But he is like 25, son of the great John Landis of the Blues Brothers fame. And he's basically just a film school douchebag, which we hate because this seems like every fucking cut and paste script that a film school douche would make. Because what it seems like, and I know this is what, because he said it on Twitter, I know this is what he thinks. He thinks that he's like a smart, cool dude, but this is like clearly written by a dumb nerd pretending to be original. I think that's the main problem.
Fucking Max Landis, how dare you?
Because that finale's pulled straight out of The Equalizer.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking. It's the same thing.
That's lifted.
It's the same fucking ending as The Equalizer. But like,
which is a 5-star movie, by the way. Denzel Washington is the greatest actor to ever live.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's like a part where Chloe Grace Moretz gets fucking tossed around by a pimp. Like, it's pretty good.
Well, can we just talk about The Equalizer again?
Yeah, absolutely. So this movie starts off with Denzel Washington being the nicest guy on the planet for 30 minutes.
Then somebody kills his dog. Oh wait, no, that was John Wick. My bad.
and then Russian Jennifer Lawrence lies to pimps. I remember a surprisingly large amount about The Equalizer. I saw
it twice in theaters, son, and then once at home.
I only saw it once, but I remember a lot about it for some reason.
Because it's good. That's what happens with good movies. Is you remember. I remember I watched fucking American Ultra 8 hours ago. I barely remember anything about it.
Oh, I was blood red. I was watching this in bed. It's
fucking boring, dude. And it's an action movie.
It's so boring.
Okay, this thing's 90 minutes. 90 minutes felt like a goddamn eternity. Like,
and like
when the last like half hour came up, I'm like, this has got to be over by now, right? Fucking half an hour left.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. I switched over to Mission Impossible for a while.
Here's the thing, is that like I was so mad watching this because one thing that I really hate is when a movie sets up a bunch of characters and then uses them for nothing.
Oh, there's so much talent in this too.
I know, like they had John Leguizamo.
Got the Leguizamo. And got beautiful Topher Grace.
Yeah, beautiful. I feel like the only joke written in this movie, the only joke that was written in this movie was like, "Hey, it's the guy from that '70s show saying fuck. Come on and check it out." Like that was all they were going on, you know? That's it. That's it. And Topher Grace, like, he sucked in this movie. And who was the girl? Who was the girl in this? Because she wasn't very good either.
Kristen Stewart?
No, the girl who worked at the agency.
I don't know.
Kristen Stewart is good though. Like that's the thing, is that she's coming up.
Well, her are good actors, so that's not surprising to me. But just maybe write some dialogue. But
yeah.
Here's another thing, and fucking, I'm mostly just mad at Matt Landis, but he's always like, every time he writes something shitty, he defends it, right?
Ugh.
So he's like, this movie deserves critical acclaim. It's original. Why don't you go? He does our defense, but like opposite. Like, you know how we always
watch Wolf of Wall Street, you piece of shit.
Yeah, you know how we always tell people to go watch Tree of Life, you piece of shit. Go jerk off to Terrence Malick some more, you piece of shit. His defense is go watch more churned out Marvel movies, you piece of shit. And that's the most film school douche thing you could possibly say. And he tweeted this. He's like, there's critical fame. It's brilliant and original. Go watch Marvel, you piece of shit. And it's like, Max Landis, stop tweeting and go write something worthy of my time. And guess what he turned out next?
What did he do next?
Why don't you take a wild guess? Universal monster movie.
Oh, did he do Godzilla?
Victor Frankenstein. That's correct.
Victor Frankenstein. Sounds to me like he's selling out.
Guess what his defense was for Victor Frankenstein.
What's that?
The Josh Trank's defense. It was raped by the studio.
Heck, you! What a fucking asshole. That was me being allergic to his bullshit. But that was an actual sneeze, real sneeze. I'm sick as shit. But
I know Max Landis is gonna listen to this because he's a personal friend of mine.
Yeah, he's a fan of the show.
Bro, enough.
It's really unnerving.
Stop posting fucking Instagram pictures of all the chicks you're banging, you dumb nerd, and go write something good.
Yeah, write something fucking acceptable, you cunt.
Your fucking father made Blues Brothers.
Oh my god. Fuck. I can't believe that this even exists. Like, I was sitting there just fuming mad, and like
I wanted to love it too. That's
we're gonna talk about Ridiculous 6 in a few minutes here, and let me tell you, this is worse than Ridiculous 6. This is actually
I don't know.
I'd say this is worse than Ridiculous 6.
Could be.
I
haven't officially ranked American Ultra yet on my list, but
I sure have. I ranked it the second I was done watching it because I was just blood red, dude. I was fuming.
Well, this is the year that fucking some bad movies came out, Chadley.
This is the year that
Jurassic World. Come on,
dude. Come on. That's a great movie. This is the movie where everyone is trying to top 50 Shades of Grey for shittiest movie.
I can't believe it too. 50 Shades of Grey. If I watched less movies this year, I'm gonna crack top 10. That's how fucking bad the movies were this year.
Yeah, there were some really good. But the thing is like there were also some really good movies. Did you know right now? Nothing official, but Mad Max Fury Road is slated to be nominated for Best Picture this year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's fucking insane. Creed is up there too.
I can't. So I do agree though. Some of the output in at least the blockbusters this year is fucking unreal. Straight Outta Compton, please. That's one of the best movies I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it's Straight Outta Compton's fucking amazing.
I don't think Ex Machina lighting the indie world on fire. What is that? That's fucking unreal.
Yeah, Me and Earl and the Dying Girl. There was some good shit.
Dope. Fucking tons of good shit.
Dope was pretty good.
Okay, and then the blockbusters alone, those were just nailing it this year.
Yeah, even like I mean, I didn't love it, but even like Avengers: Age of Ultron's pretty good.
It was pretty good.
It was pretty. I mean, it wasn't great, but it was pretty good.
How about that Furious 7?
Furious 7 all lighting the world on fire.
That's taking the action. That's taking the action genre to a new level. Think.
Yeah, absolutely. And I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard Spectre is electric.
Oh, Spectre's awesome. The critics are. I've never seen them so wrong in my life. I've never seen them so wrong in my life.
Yeah,
like
even with Chappie.
Oh, you might be right. That might have actually got taken a worse beat than Spectre. But I think the problem with Spectre. Here's the thing about Spectre. In the first 30 seconds, you know what type of Bond it's going to be. It's going to be a Roger Moore Bond because they reference it in the first 30 seconds. And you're like, oh my God, I'm so fucking stoked. And then it gets silly right off the bat. The first 5 minutes is the most silly shit I've ever seen. And I'm like, this is what it's going to be. It's going to be a silly Bond. And everybody's like, I want the grit. I pray for the grit every night. And you're like, well, can't you just have this? Because it's awesome.
As you know, Roger Moore is my favorite James Bond of all time.
That's why I think you're going to love it, because this is basically a Roger Moore script.
Oh, yes! I'm so excited now.
It's Bond fucking cracking jokes, he does a fucking gag where he falls onto a couch in the first 5 minutes that you're gonna fucking adore. He does a physical gag, Chadley. When has Daniel Craig done physical gags?
I don't not until now. But what can even be?
Oh, it's ridiculous, dude. It's a corny James Bond movie. The thing I've always wanted. I'm sick of grit. Sick of it.
What else can even be said about American Ultra, though? Really, let's think about it. What else can even be fucking said about this piece of garbage, this sludge?
You really hate it, hey? I don't like it, but you really hate it.
I really hate this movie.
This is the kind of thing that 14-year-old boys fawn over, though.
Yeah, but not even, because there's no jokes.
Yeah, but it's like it's ultra violent.
I guess. I think what they were kind of banking on is they were like, oh yeah, he's got the monkey.
You know what this is? This is a worse Spring Breakers, and I don't like Spring Breakers at all.
Yep, it's worse than Spring Breakers.
Just a fucking neon-clad, nonsensical, non-funny comedy.
Yeah, with all the fuck. Why the fuck was there so much neon?
It's not really a comedy though. I'm kind of dismissing it.
Probably funnier than this though.
It is. It is funnier than this. It's anti-cinema is what it is.
This actually doesn't have any jokes. Like, that's the thing, is this actually doesn't have a single joke in it. Like, we say that a lot. We say it a lot. This doesn't have jokes. But usually when we're saying that, there's like 2 or 3 jokes and they're shitty. But this actually didn't have one single joke. Name me a joke out of this movie. There wasn't any.
I couldn't think of one.
Because there wasn't any. It was all just him looking at Kristen Stewart doing inner monologue about how amazing and beautiful she is, both inside and out. And it's like, I don't fucking care. I really don't care.
Well, Max Landis, come on, man. Let's do something good. I know he's capable of it. He's done stuff before that I've liked.
What else did he do? Throw some titles at me.
The only good thing he's ever done was his internet short. And
that's right.
Besides that, he did Chronicle, which I like. But
I've heard that's good. I've never seen it, but I've heard that's pretty good.
But like, I had high hopes for him because he's funny in real life on Twitter. I don't actually know him, but I assume he will listen to this because he scours the internet for his name. But
yeah, absolutely. Hey, Max Landis, we're gonna slander your name, you piece of shit.
Anyway, let's move on to our top 5. I think we've covered that movie. What are we at right now?
150 fucking percent. Fuck no.
29 minutes. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Oh, we got so much shit. Top 5 stoner flicks. We'll go through it real fast because we're already running out of time. This is insane.
Damn, Felicia. My number 5 is Friday.
Friday. I did not put this on my list because I have never seen it.
Oh, it actually is great.
It's with the Cube, right? It's with Cube.
Cube wrote it and directed it or something. It's fucking awesome. I love Cube. F. Gary Gray fucking Straight Outta Compton fame directed it.
Really?
Yeah.
The same guy who directed Straight Outta Compton directed the movie where they talked about the movie he directed?
That's correct.
God damn, and you know what? That's a good plug because I bet Friday did after throwing in that line. I bet Friday didn't do bad on the rental sales.
You want to hear a little thing about Felix Gary Gray?
Yeah.
He's announced to be the director of Furious 8.
Oh yes, dude, that's so good.
I've never seen a better placement for a director ever in my life.
Oh my god.
Cube has to be in it, right? Cube has to be in it.
You know that Colin Trevorrow is directing Star Wars 8? That might be the opposite. That's a dumb choice, I feel.
Yeah, what is he famous for?
He did Jurassic World.
Okay. Yeah.
Which is a fun movie. I know you hate it, but it's a fun movie. But like,
I don't hate it. I just think it was written by a fucking retarded 6-year-old.
he gonna fuck up Star Wars though. Like he's for sure gonna fuck up Star Wars.
No, he's a fine action giant scale director. That's fine.
Yeah.
As long as there's a good script not written by him. I don't think he wrote the Jurassic World script though.
So basically you're blaming the Jurassic World failure on script.
Script 100%. I like the rest of it. I like the cast. I like the dinosaurs. I think the script is the weakest I've ever seen in a movie. Maybe.
My number 5. I don't like to throw Kevin Smith movies on here because I think
what do we got here?
Because I think people who just sit there and adore Kevin Smith all day and say he's the most prolific director are pieces of shit who should go fucking watch Tree of Life. Those kind of fucking people.
Well, I don't think those are the same crowd at all.
You'd be surprised. I know some of these
fucking film students have cooled on Kevin Smith so hard in the last couple of years.
Do you know how many like fucking essays I've seen essays I've seen about how Clerks is the greatest movie ever made?
Sure.
More than you think.
I don't disagree with that. I'm saying film students have cooled on Kevin Smith.
Well, I think that's mostly because of Tusk. But my number 5...
Because of his fucking podcast shitting on film students, probably.
My number 5 is the one that film students probably hate the most. My number 5 is Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Oh, no, I like that one.
God bless. Ben Affleck playing himself. Actually, Ben Affleck plays 2 characters in this movie. So God bless. And B.A. Ben Affleck. Benji. But
Benji.
They do a bit about how Ben Affleck and Matt Damon are making Good Will Hunting 2 where they murder people. And like that's like
there's some good bits now. We haven't seen it in a long time.
Yeah, there's some real good shit in this movie.
I feel like I have brought it up before.
It's just Jason Mewes and Kevin Smith going across America with a monkey being chased by Will Ferrell. It's insane. And this was before Will Ferrell was like famous too. So it's like sort of like early Ferrell.
Yeah.
So it's not bad. They get high a lot. They deal drugs, and this movie has the fuck song in it. The fuck, motherfuck, fuck, and that's like one of the best songs ever.
Absolutely.
Sometimes I start singing that at work, and then I'm like, shit.
No disagreements from me.
Yeah. I start singing that song at work, and then I'm like, oh shit, customers around? Nope, fuck.
My number 4. I feel like we don't talk about documentaries enough because I know you don't like them or whatever.
I like documentaries. I just don't like. Is this what I think it is?
Super High Me.
Super High Me. Yeah, I didn't like this one.
How do you not like Super High Me?
I heard that his new one that he did, where he smokes pot at Comic-Con is like amazing.
Oh, okay. Well, you'd be wrong then, because that one he doesn't even smoke weed in.
He doesn't?
Well, because nobody at Comic-Con smokes weed, Chadley. They're dumb nerds. And he goes around trying to smoke weed with them. So it's about as entertaining as it sounds. But his second one was pretty good. Greatest movie ever rolled.
Oh. Okay, yeah, no, I don't think I've seen that one either. I saw a little bit of Super High Me and was like, wow, I'm not sure I'm into this.
Well, it's mostly because I'm a big fan of Doug Benson, who has, I love our movie podcast. But I think Doug Loves Movies might be the best movie podcast of all time.
Oh, yeah. Doug Loves Movies. I've heard that podcast. It's really good, actually.
It's really fucking good.
Real fucking good. My number 4.
Different thing. They play games. We talk about movies. We're not even in competition, really.
Yeah.
Who we are fucking in competition with? I'm not even going to name them. They're listening.
Don't
they know.
I know. My number 4. I made this list to basically be like, we will never talk about some of these movies ever on this podcast. So let's give them an opportunity. My number 4, you'd be surprised. It's actually pretty fun. My number 4 is Grandma's Boy.
Oh, Grandma's Boy. I didn't even think about that one. I love that movie.
Grandma's Boy is actually fucking hilarious. And like,
nobody talks about it either, which is weird.
Nobody talks about it. I love like the skinny nerd who steals his video game, and like there's like so much good shit in it.
Yeah.
My favorite part is when he gets really high and then he wants to make tater tots. So he puts the tater tots in there, and then he forgets to put on oven mitts when he's taking them out. And he's like, "All right, supper time."
One of the only watchable Nick Swardson roles.
Yeah, he was in that movie, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was in that. Who was? Oh yeah, Linda Cardellini was in it as well. Joel David Morse. That's who was the skinny nerd. And I
love that guy. Oh, that guy's so good.
I love that guy, but like most of what he does is terrible. Have you ever seen Hatchet?
Of course, I've never seen Hatchet, Chadley.
For sure, don't. And he took part in Avatar, which I'm not too pleased about.
Well, we can forgive anybody for that because they probably made $1 million. Except for Sam Worthington, he'll never be forgiven.
Yeah, Sam
Worthington. Never be forgiven, never be forgotten.
He'll never live it down. He'll never live it down. He's trash. He's trash.
My number 3, one of my favorite concepts of all time, one of my favorite high concepts of all time. It's called How High. You familiar with How High?
Yeah, I saw it when I was like 10, but I don't remember. It's like
Method Man and Red Man.
And doesn't one of them die or something?
Their buddy dies, and they put their ashes into their weed, and then they can see him when they smoke it, and he helps them pass their college exams. It's fucking ridiculous, and I love every second of it.
Oh god, that is so fucking stupid. I gotta see that movie at some point.
Oh, How High is awesome, dude. I love How High. Fucking Rappers acting, by the way. It's I think that might have came up actually.
Yeah, I think How High was on your Rappers acting list.
Because I love Method Man acting. He's so good, dude.
Oh man.
I really wanted him to make a cameo on Breaking Bad, so Meth Man could be starring with the Meth Man, you know.
But my number 3, this is a movie that is awesome. There's no other time, though. There's no other time in the history of this show that we'll ever get the opportunity to talk about this movie. My number 3, you can bet your ass it's Reefer Madness.
Oh, fucking Reefer Madness rules.
Reefer Madness is amazing. It was basically like a PSA that they made about the dangers of marijuana. And if the idea was that this guy smoked marijuana, and because he was so high, he killed a bunch of people and didn't even realize he was doing it. Just a nice man who suddenly got turned on to the evils of marijuana, and it's fucking gold.
That is really a crazy piece of propaganda in this day and age.
It was made
when weed is basically legal now.
It was made in 1936, and just looking at it is just fucking insane.
Yeah, love it. My number 2. Some of my favorite characters of all time come from this movie, and this is called Dazed and Confused.
Oh, with David Wooderson.
David Wooderson fame. All right.
Goddamn Matthew McConaughey. Gotta love that Matthew
McConaughey. When he was a young buck in tan pants. Oh, I fucking love Dazed and Confused. It's so
before
good.
he was a multiple-time Oscar nominee.
Richard Linklater.
And before he was forced to drive a Lincoln.
No, he chose.
Yeah, he chose. At that point in time, he chose to drive a Lincoln.
Yeah.
God, gotta love it. My number 2, coming from my boy Seth Rogen. I absolutely adore this film. I've talked about it many times. My number 2 is Pineapple Express.
Yeah, Pineapple Express is good.
This movie is basically made by James Franco. James Franco just destroys in this movie. He's so fucking good in it and so funny in it. You gotta
kind of been on a downhill ever since, hey?
Yeah, it's been rough for old Jimmy Frank. He was in the Monkey movie, and then after that, I think James Franco's time is just, James Franco's time I feel like is just up, and like it's.
Well, I'm looking forward to The Disaster Artist. We'll see.
Oh yeah, right. He's gonna be in that. Isn't like his little brother playing Mark or whatever?
Yeah, he's
Greg Sestero.
Dave is playing Greg Sestero. James is playing Tommy Wiseau. It's gonna be unreal.
That's gonna be one of the most fucking insane things in the entire world. All right, we're at the moment of truth. What's your number one?
My number one, one of my favorite movies of all time, The Big Lebowski.
My number one, also The Big Lebowski. Yeah, woo! I love this movie.
Top 3 probably for me. I fucking love The Big Lebowski. One of my favorite movies ever. Probably my favorite Coen Brothers movies too. Thinking about it, love the Coens. They have quite the catalog.
They're interesting, that's for sure. They got some real good shit, and this might be their best work, man. This might be their best work.
That and Fargo are my favorites.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? I might like Fargo a little bit more, but that's just who I am as a human being. Big Lebowski is perfect, though.
Yeah, it's awesome.
The part where he pulls the gun out at the bowling alley, that's good shit. That's good shit.
All of the fucking Jeff Goodman stuff is amazing.
Jeff Goodman. Did you say Jeff Goodman?
What's his name?
John Goodman. John Goodman.
I was thinking of Jeff Goldblum because we're talking about him later.
I like Jeff Goodman better. Let's just go with that. Jeff Goodman.
Well, I was seriously, I was thinking of Jeff Goldblum because we're going to be talking about him later, and I can get it off the brain of how he fucking looks.
Yeah, absolutely. Because he doesn't look good, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. John Goodman is fucking hilarious in this movie.
Nobody fucks with the Jesus.
Jeff Bridges, Steve Buscemi.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie. You're out of your element. So good. So that's our top 5 stoner movies. That's really good. I got some sad news though.
What's that?
Here's the thing.
You can get to it. You can get to it today.
There's no tags for Ridiculous 6.
Nah, there shouldn't be.
Nah, God bless.
Why would there be really? There's also no budget, so don't worry about that.
Let's get right into it. Ridiculous 6. I'm sure at this point it's been out for almost a week now. I'm sure at this point you've seen some things online saying how racist this movie is. No article on the internet or nothing that anybody says to you can possibly prepare you for the racism that lies within.
Yeah,
it's shocking. Like
I know this isn't quite correct, but I'm pretty sure his name is Tommy McIndian.
The problem is that like most of the really racist stuff, like offensive humor,
what's Terry Crews's name? Jimmy McStrong Black.
yeah.
It's like that kind of comedy. It's so unsubtle.
Yeah, it's so unsubtle. But here's the thing: is that like the big problem is that all the really racist stuff, there's not really jokes around it. It's just racist. It's just racist stuff. Like when they see the Indian or when they see the Native American, when they see the Native.
Hey man, you might as well get right into it.
Yeah, they see the Native American girl and they're like, yum, red prairie meat. And it's like that's not a joke. That's just a really fucked up thing to say. And like he's like,
the funniest part is like all these fucking. There's actually a lot of good comedians in it too, and they're just loving it, dude. They look like they're having so much fun being racist as fuck.
Well, the thing is from what I understand, working with Adam Sandler is like tons of fun. I guess he's like super awesome.
Yeah,
but just like
I bet it would be actually.
Like I would work with Adam Sandler. I would be ashamed, and we would review the movie on this show, and I'd be like, I know I was in this. This is fucking trash, you know. Like, but like I hear it's really fun to work with Adam Sandler. Now, I'm gonna do this. Okay, I'm gonna do this real quick. This is how I feel the pitch went. Okay, so they're at Netflix. They're like Adam Sandler. He's doing his whole Adam Sandler bit. He's like, all right, so
you think he's doing the voice in the meeting?
Oh, he's doing the voice of the meeting. Okay, so we need to go over some things. No, but he's sitting there. He's like, all right, I got a movie to pitch your way. And Netflix execs are like, all right, we're here. And he's like, all right, so I want to make a comedy movie. It's like a Western, sort of like a parody. It'll be a direct parody of Hateful Eight. I know it won't be out by the time this comes out, but it's going to be a direct parody of that. And they're like, oh, okay. I mean, we're on. And he's like, so I'll write the script and we'll put 50 comedians in the movie. And they're like, well, 50 comedians.
Well, Netflix likes that though, because they're ambitious.
Yeah, they're like 50 comedians. We like that. And then he's like, okay, but here's the thing. We're only going to give jokes to John Turturro and Blake Shelton. Whoa, what the fuck?
Wait, the only 2 non-comedians in this?
Yeah. Wait, whoa. I don't know if I would go that route. He's like, okay, we'll give one joke to Vanilla Ice. Whoa, what the fuck,
dude? So I was listening to a podcast with Bill Burr last night, and he was talking about how his new show on Netflix, when he goes to Netflix, they love everything about it. They see the show and they're like, why don't you make it edgier? We don't have a problem with that. Make it edgier. So I feel like they might have done that to Sandler, and he's like, oh, okay, we'll get Taylor Lautner getting blown by a donkey.
Yeah, that wasn't even a joke. That wasn't even funny.
That was fucking ridiculous.
This movie is as advertised, just not in a good way.
Hey, didn't fuck that up. That's the first thing.
Yeah, they didn't fuck that up. It sure is ridiculous. But here's the thing, is that the whole movie is just racist, cameo,
Hey, man, I wasn't expecting Blazing Saddles, all right?
Me neither. But I was also, honestly, I was surprised by how piss poor the quality was, even though it's a Sandler flick.
Yeah, and filmed in fucking 4K. It was beautiful, dude.
It looked nice. But then they were like, okay, we're gonna write one really funny scene. They're like, okay, we're gonna write one really funny scene where John Turturro makes up the rules of baseball, and it'll have nothing to do with anything.
Dude, if that was an SNL sketch, I would have loved it.
But it didn't contribute to the plot. It was just John Turturro making up the rules of baseball, and I was losing. It like took me off guard too, because I was sitting there like this, like, oh my god.
You got to remember too.
What the fuck?
Bitch is 2 hours.
Yeah, it's 2 hours, and I feel like the reason it drags on so long is because they're so adamant about fitting so many cameos into this movie.
Yeah. Everybody's famous in it. Every single person in this is famous.
There's a lot of really piss poor jokes in this movie, but there's one joke in particular I want to talk about because I almost shut the movie off. Like, I almost gave up because I couldn't fucking believe it. So Rob Schneider is he's at this card game, and they're gonna rip off the card game. They're gonna steal from it, and he's like the inside man. And they have a signal where you put your hands on the side of your face and you open your mouth like Macaulay Culkin. Right? And then
for audio listeners, Chadley's doing it.
And then Rob Schneider does that because he feels like he's in trouble. Blake Shelton's like, what are you doing there? And then David Spade chimes in. I want to know if this line was actually written in a script, because if it was, somebody needs to get fucking fired.
I want to throw something out there, Chadley.
Yeah.
I think probably most of this was improv.
So David Spade looks at him and says, that's the face I make when I put on my cologne. Usually when I'm home alone. And I'm like, I'm out. I'm done. I'm out. I'm done. That was the line that just pushed me over the edge.
You must be the Monopoly man.
Yeah, like, why aren't there any jokes like that in this movie? Oh, no, but like, the weird thing is like, this was the first time Blake Shelton ever acted. And this is something that may surprise some of our listeners. I'm actually a big fan of Blake Shelton's.
No, it surprises no one because you like shitty music.
And you know what? It wasn't bad. It could have been worse. I feel like it could have been worse.
All right.
And he had some good jokes.
I'll be honest, Chadley. Don't even know which one Blake Shelton was.
He was one of the guys at the card table, the one who was like the fastest. Okay,
that means nothing to me because I missed Vanilla Ice the first time.
I was looking at that guy for like 15 minutes straight, and I was like, who the fuck is that? And eventually I figured it out. But like, I
had to watch a clip on YouTube of it. I didn't know it was him.
Yeah.
He's looking awful these days.
He's not looking good, dude. He looks like he's 100 years old. He's looking real old. He's catching up to Harrison Ford. Like, that's how old he is.
Harrison Ford looks like he's gonna fall apart.
Yeah, he looks like fucking like, I saw somebody post a picture of Harrison Ford.
So like feeble, dude. I can't believe he's gonna be in the new Star. He's so feeble. He looks like if I coughed in his direction, he'd fall over.
I saw someone post a picture the other day, and it was like a picture of Harrison Ford from Star Wars: The Force Awakens, and it's like, I will praise the Lord if I look this good at 72. And I was like, motherfucker's 72? He looks
every bit of 90.
Yeah, Jesus, he's way older than he's
dude. He would look good for 120.
I bet you Harrison Ford has barely any hearing left. Barely any.
Dude, I've never seen someone's body fall apart in such a quick amount of time.
Cause 10 years ago he was doing 10 years ago he did Indiana Jones 4 and he looked old as shit there. But 10 years previous to that he was doing The Fugitive and he looked normal. He looked like fucking 40, like he should.
Here's the thing, Tom Cruise is every bit of 50. And dude's stacked up still.
Yeah, dude looks good. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But dude looks the same as he did in 1995.
Yeah. If you're telling me in 20 years, Tom Cruise is going to fall apart like fucking Harrison Ford, you got something coming. Because Tom Cruise is going to be beautiful forever. Some dudes just fall apart, and Harrison Ford happened to be one of them. Let's take Sly Stallone, for example. He does a lot of fucking drugs, steroids particularly, and he's fucking looking like a melted G.I. Joe. But he's still looking better than fucking Harrison Ford.
No, yeah. I like Harrison Ford. Did he even do drugs, or what was the deal?
I don't know. Did he have a stroke or something? Because he looks like it.
Yeah, kinda. Harrison Ford, he's just a broken man.
I don't know what happened, man, but he's doing okay.
I can't believe he's 70. Actually, maybe it was 74. But even still, that's shocking.
That's not an excuse. That's not an excuse, because I've seen fucking stacked up older dudes.
Harrison Ford, he was born in 1942. I don't want to do math. He's 73. Why the fuck do you look? Why do you look like that? You're 73. You should be fine right now.
Why is his skin is falling off? Does he have fucking leprosy or something?
Yo, maybe though. That's the thing. Fucking maybe. And it's scary to me. It's horrifying. Holy shit, Harrison Ford. How are you still alive?
What the fuck are we even talking about?
Harrison Ford being old as shit.
Though. Good bit. Write this down.
Ridiculous 6. Let's be honest. It's nothing less than I expected. I expected it. I had heard that people walked off the set because it was racist, and I watched it, and it was racist.
True. Yep.
It's everything I thought it would be, and then some. It's just as shitty as I thought it would be. There's no jokes except for John Turturro making up the rules to baseball. That's the only joke, and the rest of it is just racist stuff that they try to slyly disguise as jokes, but they're not really jokes.
It's not even sly. It's not subtle, Chadley.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Hey, if you thought M. Night Shyamalan was not subtle, wait till you see this movie.
Yeah, if you thought Tim Burton was a little too sly for your liking,
you might want to check this shit out.
Oh, wow, his name is Edward Scissorhands, and he has scissors for hands.
Subtle.
Who made this? Gothy McHack? I wonder.
I wouldn't recommend Ridiculous 6 to anybody, especially people
I think it's worth a watch just to see how fucking stupid it is.
You know what? I don't even think we never talked about it on this show, but I feel the same way about Pixels. It's not even worth your time.
It's basically free.
There's
free. I want my money back.
You should email Netflix and ask for your money back.
I wonder if they give it. I wonder if they give me a free month. I'm gonna try it and I'll report back.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it right now on the show. Hold on, is there a Netflix thing or?
They have a contact form. I'm not sure how you access it. That's why I was gonna do it off the show. But are you ready for some fucking tags or what?
I'm ready for some tags. Just give me a sec here. I'm just typing, and here I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you 3 tags. Number 1, desperate times, desperate measures. Desperate times, desperate measures. Number 2, there was never just one.
There's never just one.
There was never just one. Number 3.
Is that Mission Impossible 2?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Number 3, the system is perfect until it comes after you. The system is perfect until it comes after you.
Well, that's actually pretty hard, that one. So I'll go with number 3.
Number 3, the system is perfect until it comes after you. You're wrong. I'm sorry. That is Minority Report.
Okay.
Another.
I'm not very familiar with Minority Report. I saw half of it wasted one time.
Want to hear something funny? Do you know what? There's a video game of Minority Report. I had it in my store last week, and do you know what? Do you know what the title of the game is? Minority Report. Everybody runs.
What? What system is that for?
That's on the GameCube, baby.
Ooh,
on the GameCube. Okay, so you want me to give you the other 2 ones again?
Nah, just let me have it. We're over time by like a fucking half hour or so.
Okay, so there was never just one. That goes to the Bourne Legacy. Another movie with our good friend Jeremy Renner. We'll be talking about him. And then Mission Impossible Rogue Nation was Desperate Times, Desperate Measures.
Okay, that's a bad tag, but all right. Let's do some box office. Let's do some box office.
This movie, it had to have made lots.
Made a lot. Played in almost 4,000 theaters for 13 weeks. What do you got, Chadley?
What was the budget?
150.
150. I'm gonna say 400. 450.
Undershot that by a bit. 682.
Holy shit! This movie made a lot of money. I did not expect.
A lot of fucking movie money.
Here's the thing about this movie, though. Fucking rules. Oh,
it's so good, dude.
I'm so glad that we get to talk about a decent movie this week. Like, Jesus Christ, I have a headache from those first 2.
I was livid, dude, after those fucking other ones.
I was so pissed off. But this movie...
That's the only reason I watched it again, because I did see it in theaters, which was an amazing experience. But I'm like, might as well watch it again, because it's fucking out on home video. So
home video, you can check it out on the Google Tube. I don't know.
Go to Redbox or whatever you fucking teenagers do.
Teenagers still use Redbox?
I think so.
Yo,
how else do you rent movies, Chadley?
I don't know.
On your PlayStation 4, I guess you could do that.
Yeah, yep, you can do that. That's actually usually how I rent movies.
Yeah, me too. On my PlayStation 4.
Yeah, but God bless you, Sony. Thank you.
On my kick-ass PlayStation 4.
Yeah, just keep saying it. There was one part of this movie I didn't like. One part of Mission Impossible Rogue Nation I didn't like. Would you like to venture a guess at which part that would be?
Well, you want to hear mine?
Yeah.
Maybe someone more intimidating than a blonde dude in glasses as your bad guy.
You know what? I thought it worked. I liked the bad guy. Not to mention,
I guess, yeah. All right.
If you're going for a classic espionage villain, Solomon Lane, that's a perfect villain name.
Yeah, that's what I liked about him. I was getting to that.
Yeah.
I just don't think he's very intimidating, but I guess as a head of a syndicate, you don't have to be intimidating.
Yeah, no, he was just he was the man with the money. But would you like to venture a guess into which part of this movie I didn't like?
I don't know.
Wasn't a big fan of the Halo commercial that was in this movie.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of product placement in this bitch.
The Halo one was particularly bad. He had it on his 3 screens. He had his Xbox One controller, and then they're like, "Hey, stop playing video games." And he could have just put the controller down, but instead he had to open the drawer, reveal the Halo 5 Guardians case. It's like, what the fuck? Is this a Toys R Us commercial? What the shit's going on here?
Yeah, that was funny, and I think that's funny. Obviously, I hate product placement as much as the next person, but I guess that's another thing I hate about Jurassic World, actually.
Yeah, a lot of
I want to get back to that. But goddamn, Tom Cruise is a rock star.
Yeah, holy shit, dude. I've heard people say, like, the other day someone said to me, they're like, I hate Tom Cruise as an actor. And I was like, then you don't fucking know anything. You're dumb as shit.
I love him. I love the man.
He's amazing. He's so good. Like he's good in every role too. He's like
and that's like I don't understand how he got so like overrated and underrated at the same time.
Yeah, it's insane. Well, people are mad. They're like, "Oh, I don't like him because he jumped on Oprah's couch." Who gives a shit, dude?
He's a crazy person. That's why he's so good at acting.
Yeah,
he's an insane person who believes in aliens that fucking seeded the world, and when he dies, he's going to another planet.
Yes,
it's a crazy person.
Doesn't he get to own his other planet or something?
Yeah, I think you get a planet. I'm not really sure about Scientology. I think you go to a planet in like Mormon or something.
Oh, okay. I don't know what that means, but I guess okay. I don't want to sit here and talk about Scientology. I have no idea anything about it. But
I'm not. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying that's kind of the reason why Tom Cruise is amazing.
Tom Cruise is a wizard. He's actually a wizard. All right. So if you don't like him, maybe rewatch some of his movies and you'll go, "Oh,
Eyes Wide Shut, get the fuck out of here." That's so good.
Eyes Wide Shut is fucking
I can't believe people don't like that movie.
It's so good. It's so good. It's really, really graphic, but it's so good.
Anytime I ever bring up Eyes Wide Shut, I get the same reaction. It's like, ugh.
And you're like, what? What's ugh? Have you seen the movie?
Have you seen it?
Yeah, that's a fucking amazing
Kubrick
movie.
Doesn't make bad movies. First
That's like
of all,
it's a 2.5. It's a 2.5 hour movie, and I put it on when I was tired as shit and had to work the next day, and I was enthralled so much I stayed up and watched the whole thing.
Well, I also think sleep is bullshit because if you're under 30 and you're getting more than 4 hours, you're getting way too much.
You think so?
I think so. Absolutely. I do 4 hours and I'm wired, Chadley.
You went to bed at 4 last night?
Maybe later. Maybe 5.
Maybe 5. Maybe 5.
I literally stay up all night and then wake up and do this breakfast pod.
Breakfast pod. And you're alert as shit, dude. You're not.
Well, I did have 8 cups of coffee. That probably helped.
You don't even seem tired.
I'm not tired because I don't sleep at all.
God,
you're not tired if you don't sleep.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, I don't know. I actually don't know how accurate, but okay, fair enough. Mission Impossible Rogue Nation is fun as shit, and I think what makes it so much fun is that the team that they sort of accumulated throughout Ghost Protocol is so much fun together. I think this one's a little bit better than Ghost Protocol, actually.
I would agree. I think this is the best one by a long shot.
Yeah, and actually, I don't even really like 1, 2, and 3 that much. They're okay, I guess.
I kind of agree. I kind of like 3, but the first two the first one's really dated, and the second one's dumb as shit. So.
Okay, but here's the thing too, is that hold on a sec. Oh my god, my brother's movie starts at 1. Mark, you gotta fucking get here. Dumb fuck. But what was I even saying? Right.
I don't know something about Mission Impossible. And
Mission Impossible.
Stop talking for some reason. Like that's good radio.
My one thing I noticed about this is that there were some parallels to the movie Skyfall.
Okay, well you're gonna love Spectre because it's basically the same thing.
Is it really? Because
almost an identical movie. This did some things a little better. Spectre did some things a little better. It's the same movie.
It's the same movie as Mission Impossible Rogue Nation.
Pretty similar.
Now,
the same thing.
I did really like this movie, but I feel like there is some charm that James Bond has that this series doesn't have. But it's got its own.
That's why I like Spectre more. But I still really like this movie.
This movie, it had its own kind of charm, and in its own right, it works really well. Jeremy Renner is
Ferguson. Got a set of lips on her.
Oh god damn, yeah.
Got a set of lips on her, Chadley.
I 10 out of 10 want to do it. 10 out of 10 want to do it.
Simon Pegg fucking running the show.
Simon Pegg, yep. Simon Pegg was murdering. And Ving Rhames.
Fucking, he's so big. I love it.
How is he even still living?
Yeah. Him and Michael Clark Duncan are a rare breed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, don't even say that because that makes
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. That makes me think Ving Rhames might kick it soon, and I don't want that.
Well, I mean, if you look at statistics, giant black dudes,
they tend to die. But somehow, what's the name of the guy? What's the name of that AIDS guy? He's still kicking it. Magic Johnson?
Magic Johnson? Yeah, but AIDS isn't really. Nobody dies from AIDS anymore, unless you don't have any money.
You can die from AIDS, I think.
Nobody dies from AIDS anymore. Not rich people, anyway.
You can die from AIDS, is what I'm saying.
You cannot die from AIDS. You die from a common cold because you have no immune system. You don't die from AIDS.
Let's talk about some of the action sequences because they're fucking amazing. They're all really good. Awesome. But like
the fucking advertising campaign where they're like, Tom Cruise did all of his stunts. He did all of them. It's like, okay, he was hanging off an airplane. Impressive. Yeah. I do think that's impressive. But it's not like he wasn't attached to it.
Yeah, it's not like they were making sure he was 100% safe. That's basically, that's bungee jumping. A lot of people do that. That's just bungee jumping.
And then, like, I saw, like, a lot of pre-shows for this because they were advertising it hard. And, like, there's this part where Rebecca Ferguson's talking, and she's like, Tom Cruise is fucking insane. He would stay underwater for 3 minutes at a time. And it's like, yeah, but I'm pretty sure he didn't stay underwater for 3 minutes at a time.
Yeah, I feel like that one might be bullshit, but there really is, like, the action sequences are so good. But here's where I feel the movie's weakest part is because the action sequences are so good, you kind of forget why they're doing them sometimes. Like, you're so enveloped. Like
they use them more as set pieces than actual, like, progress. Yeah, for the most part.
The scene where they're in the car chase, like, it's an amazing car chase scene.
It's aggressively loud though. It hurt my ears. I had to turn it down.
I forgot why they were in the car scene. I forgot what they were doing.
Long. It's very long.
Really long car chase. I forgot what they were doing, and then I'm like, okay, he's on the motorcycle now. Okay, I'm in, but like, what are we doing again?
I will say the opera scene is one of my favorite things ever.
Yeah, so that one is really good because, and like, it reminded me a lot of a scene from Quantum of Solace as well that I really like, where he goes to the opera, and it's a similar sort of thing, but nobody dies.
Right.
But yeah, there's some really good shit in this movie. Real good shit. The action sequences, they're top tier. They're so good. There's another one specifically. I guess the airplane one at the very beginning. It's the one that's on the DVD and it's been in all the trailers, you know.
It's like they almost play that scene in its entirety in the trailers, and you're like, oh man, they're spoiling everything. Nah, it takes 40 seconds and they don't explain anything about it, so whatever.
Yeah, it actually doesn't spoil a damn thing. It's fucking insane.
It's fun, but hey, I'd really like one of these missions to be impossible.
Yeah, absolutely. They seemed pretty dang possible to me.
To me, well, they even joke about it. I think Simon Pegg even jokes about it. He's like, seems possible to me. And you're like, oh, okay. Simon Pegg's just going to say it then, hey?
You might as well call this movie Mission Unlikely.
Yeah. I mean, call a mission pretty hard.
Here's the thing. If you're a dad, you're going to love this movie.
I did actually see it with my dad. He loved it.
And you know who else loved this movie? My dad.
Oh, old Bobby Schmacked.
Fucking old Bobby Fox. He was a big fan of this movie. Loved it. Adored it. It's a dad movie. If you're a dad, you're gonna like it. And you know what? I loved it. So I feel like I might be a dad.
It's a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, it's so much fucking fun. We gotta do top 5 dad movies at some point.
Oh, yeah, that is a good one actually. But it is like, this has been such a good year for these fucking spy movies, man.
Yeah, it's insane.
I can't believe how many there's been, and like, I've liked the majority of them.
Yeah, other than the Melissa McCarthy one, they've all been pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I say 100% fuck yes on Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. Let's get to trailer.
It's good.
Let's get to trailer trash because there are 5 new trailers, 5 big trailers.
Sure. What do you want to start with?
Let's go, Hundo. You know what? Let's get Ninja Turtles right the fuck out of the way.
Okay.
Looks better, I guess.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's getting in the right direction.
Yeah, it's definitely got more of a dark comic book feel to it, which I like.
It seems like an actual movie this time, where Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1, not even real movie.
That's not even movie. But there's one scene, there's one part in particular about the Ninja Turtles trailer that I really, really want to talk about because it's actually amazing.
Okay.
So, like, you got Bebop and Rocksteady, right? And they look good. It's a nice touch. They're from the cartoons. And there's a part where Michelangelo goes, hey, you're bringing back the Mohawk. Good for you. And then he goes, are you doing jokes? Like, and like, I love that. I've always wanted to see somebody just call him out. Like, he basically was like, are you doing a bit right now, bro? Like in the middle of a fight?
I love that because I love calling out when people are doing bits. We do it on the show quite a lot, actually.
Yeah, all the time. Are you doing a bit right now? Like, it's so good.
Quit that.
You got jokes?
Do a bit right now. But which Ninja Turtle would you fuck?
Which Ninja Turtle would I fuck?
Yeah, because they're cute.
I mean, it would be pretty tough to. Can I choose Master Splinter?
I guess.
Because he might not fight back that much. No, maybe.
Jesus Christ. All right, that went a weird place.
Which turtle would you fuck?
I don't know. I guess the party dude.
You know what? I think I'd fuck Donatello because I feel like he could go like full hard. He could go full hard, but he could also take you soft.
What's turtle dick look like?
Yeah, what does a turtle dick look like? I don't know. But
my one question for the hey, everybody, can you tweet me pictures of turtle dick? I don't know what turtle dicks look like. Don't actually no, Chadley, stop. Don't actually do it.
Tweeting your pictures of the turtle dick.
So what else? Is that all you wanted to say about it?
Yeah, I mean, it looks better. We got a lot of trailers to talk about though, so let's move on. Let's talk about.
Okay, I want to talk about the Star Trek one because I have one big question.
Yeah.
So Star Trek, it takes place in like an alternate universe. We established that in the first one, right?
Yep.
So in this universe, is MCA of the Beastie Boys still living? Because this trailer has a Beastie Boys song in it, and they reference it in the trailer.
Here's the thing. Were they trying? Like, here's the question I have about Star Trek Beyond's trailer. Were they fucking even trying? Because it looks terrible. It looks awful.
Hey, maybe don't call it Star Trek Beyond.
Or here's my suggestion. Maybe try to make it look good, you know? Remember how much emotion we felt when we first saw the Into Darkness trailer? God damn.
I thought you haven't even seen that movie.
I have seen that movie now. I saw it a while back, but okay. I have seen it now. But I remember the first trailer. I'm talking trailer specifically because I saw that first trailer when it first dropped. And I was like, damn, that looks good. This doesn't look like anything. Like, this just looks like this trailer exists to just tell us, like, hey, just so you know, this is happening. You know, like,
is that a bad thing though? Because trailers reveal too much now.
No, but nothing. This trailer showed nothing. All it was just like Star Trek stuff. Pew 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 pew.
Well, on Sabotage.
Yeah. Fuck. On Sabotage. It was weird to me. It felt like they weren't trying.
Well, I don't know if it's a teaser or an actual trailer because it wasn't very long.
Yeah. How long was it? It sat it up.
It was like 50 seconds once you actually got into it.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm not excited. I don't think it looks that good. I love the first one. I like-ish the second one. Third one doesn't look that good, dude. Doesn't look good. It looks like I feel like it's a joke. Like, are they fucking joking? Like, it's felt like a joke.
I love the franchise, but we'll see how this one turns out.
Yeah, it doesn't look too good. There's one other that I can't even remember. It came after Ninja Turtles, but before Independence Day. Fuck. And then IMDb's not even going to show it to me. Oh, X-Men.
Oh yeah. Whatever. The thing here, I like X-Men a lot, but here's the thing: if they blow through so much characters, a good thing there's a lot of X-Men comics. Is all I'm saying. Yeah,
absolutely. It looks fine. You know, it looks fine. I mean, I'll see it, of course.
I find it funny that Jennifer Lawrence has gotten so famous they actually just have to show her as Jennifer Lawrence now.
Yeah, they can't do the Mystique thing.
Yeah.
I also like that Oscar Isaac was hella rocking just fancy talk. That wasn't an accent.
He's beautiful.
Yeah, he's great, but he was just doing fancy talk. That wasn't an accent. It was just fancy talk.
I love fancy talk. It's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous.
So stupid. But that'll be fine.
Not trying doing that.
Now, I feel like people probably think we're cynical because we're gonna be rough on every trailer today, except for Ninja Turtles, which is weird. We're actually kind of nice that one, but
no, I want to see all these movies.
I want to see. Yeah, I want to see them too. The trailers are garbage though. Independence Day Resurgence.
I don't care. I've never even seen Independence Day.
Holy shit! I've seen Independence Day. It's pretty good. No, wait. What am I saying? No, it's not. It's not good. It's not acceptable. Don't watch Independence Day. Why are they making a sequel?
It's a sequel. Not even a reboot, which is interesting. I do appreciate that, though.
Who's demanding it, though? Who is
Jeff
demanding
Goldblum. What happened, man?
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum. He's not. It doesn't look as bad as Harrison Ford, but he looks not good. Yeah, Jeff Goodman. He's not looking good.
No, he's not. He's certainly not as bad as Harrison Ford. We did 50 minutes on how bad Harrison Ford looks, but goddamn, he's fucked up. He's so old.
Yeah, he looks bad, man. He looks real bad.
It looks like he has like AIDS or something. He's like real skinny and gray haired.
Yeah,
it's not built up anymore.
It's
like he was looking pretty bad in Grand Budapest, but fuck,
dude,
in between there.
Like I feel like his skin is gonna just start drooping so that we can see the bottom of his eyeballs soon. Like he's gonna die.
Yeah, he might have leprosy too. Goddamn.
He might actually die.
Well, rest in peace, Jeff Goldblum.
Poor Jeff Goldblum. Poor Jeff. He's not doing so hot these days. But that's Independence Day Resurgence. It looks like it's got the same plot as the first one. Looks exactly the same. There's one more.
I imagine it probably is because it's a remake that you don't have to see the first one to.
Yeah, I imagine. There's one more trailer.
I just assume any movie that came out like 10 plus years ago, if there's a sequel, then it's a standalone.
Now there's one more trailer I want to talk about because oh boy, are we ever scratching the bottom of the barrel to make movies now? You know, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. We finally got our first look at this. Eddie Redmayne. It's a Harry Potter movie.
What is this, like fucking Harry Potter in the 70s? What the fuck is this?
I don't know, but here's the thing: is that just from the trailer, here's what I gathered. It's the same plot as Goosebumps, but in the Harry Potter universe.
Yeah. I watched the trailer, but I didn't get anything from it. I don't know what it's about. Eddie Redmayne's in it.
Yeah, the only Harry Potter-esque thing we see in the entire trailer is at the very beginning you just see a light and he's going, Lumos.
Well, and it's like, oh yeah. Pull out a wand at one point. I saw that.
Yeah, he sure
doesn't do anything with it. Doesn't cast a spell. Just pulls it out.
Just pulls it out. You know, it's like people pulling out guns. Yeah, it's like people pulling out guns. That's like the Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, cocked. I see.
Yeah, I think it's weird that in the Harry Potter
finger universe, on his which finger?
We're giving 10-year-olds things that technically could be used as guns. Giving them
weird, hey.
Just giving them straight up to 10-year-olds.
Good thing they don't have the internet, hey, because they could look up.
Yeah, look up best spells to use.
What's that one where it kills people?
Vada Kedavra.
Vada Kedavra, yeah.
Yeah, and kids would use it. That's the thing. I'd use it if I were a kid.
I'd kill tons of people.
Absolutely.
Anytime somebody looks at me weird, I'd fucking zap them.
So yeah, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I'm gonna see it, but like, holy shit, dude! Like,
of course I'm gonna see it.
Fuck it, it's one of my favorite franchises, but it's so dumb. Oh my god, it's so stupid. Why are we doing this?
Dude, Harry Potter's come around to where kids don't know what it is now, which is the craziest thing to me.
Yeah, I know.
It's come around the horn, Chadley.
Makes me uncomfortable because that was my childhood, dude. God damn. It was like fucking people from the 70s are like, yeah, people don't even know what I don't know what was big in the 70s. I guess Planet of the Apes, and we still know about that. But most people actually don't even everybody knows about goddamn Star Wars.
Lord of the Rings, how about? People don't talk about that anymore.
Yeah, that's because Peter Jackson fucked that up. Like, he had a perfect game going and he fucked it up. So.
Oh yeah, I guess those movies came out, so it's relevant again. Forgot about that.
It's still somewhat relevant, but people care a lot less than they did the first time. Like, it's shocking how much less they care. So I guess that's the pod.
Hopefully Google doesn't fuck us anymore, but we've got backup recordings now.
Yeah, hopefully Google doesn't fuck us right in the butt. But next week is going to be a Christmas episode. So we're celebrating Christmas by checking out Rocky 7. I refuse to call that movie anything other than that. It's just
You're not calling him by his slave name?
It's just fucking Rocky 7. It's Rocky 7. So it's fucking Rocky 7.
What else we got, Chadley?
We're also going to watch Kirk Cameron Saving Christmas. Merry Christmas, ladies and gentlemen.
Ugh.
Yeah. And then we're also going to be talking about the Bill Murray Christmas special. If you want to check that one out, it's currently streaming on the Flicks. I believe in every country that Netflix is offered. I believe
Netflix doesn't give a fuck. They want you to use a VPN and use Netflix America if you want to. They don't give a fuck. They said it. Press comments are like, we're not stopping you.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe a couple years ago, I was living in Canada and I wanted to watch some King of the Hill. Fucking sue me.
Fucking. They don't give a fuck. They see it, then they don't care. So good.
Oh no, Paranormal Activity, the Ghost Dimension, it's out.
We're never watching that. Anyway, see you guys next week. We probably went way over time. This might be a 2-hour joint. It's fucking long as shit.
Yeah, this is really long. We've been doing it. Like 2 hours, almost 2 hours.
All right. Well, God bless everybody.
Fuck you, Google. Please don't fuck our